The curse of expectation is one I find myself trapped in almost every day. One of my worst habits is depriving myself of something I know I'm going to enjoy, or I know that I really enjoy, or not letting myself do, play, experience something because it needs to be waited on for the perfect moment. Even though it might be the perfect moment in that moment, I will always wait to try and do it when it's at that perfect moment. Or, for example, I started a new show recently. I love this show. This show, I'm 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 not a very show heavy person. I'm a YouTube boy. I grew up on YouTube. YouTube was always my main source of entertainment. I always ended up rewatching the same like two or three shows that I'd watched from my childhood. If I had were to get introduced by one, it's because I was forced to. But I started a new show because I knew that my sister loved this show, and I knew that, I was fucking hilarious. I knew that from clips of seeing it, I know I would also love this show. And I binged the first two seasons in 2 days, in the last 2 days, actually. But yesterday I deprived myself of watching more because of this habit that I've built. That too much of a good thing in a short period of time feels like I'm wasting that thing. And while that may be true, the alternative I've found to that is to not watch or do that thing at all instead of limiting myself on that thing, if that makes sense. And I do this with a lot of things. I still have never played Undertale in my life. I've been wanting to play Undertale since like a year or two after it came out. I have still not played it, and it is because I am waiting for the perfect moment. And I think the expectation of what it is going to be is what is holding me back from doing. I am scared that the expectations I have put on this thing will disappoint what I really want out of it, or what I'm really going to get out of it. And I think that's just the curse of expectations. Always waiting for the perfect time, always waiting for the perfect moment. It is a habit that I am trying to desperately break because I think it is holding me back in a lot of ways, in a lot of situations, in a lot of not situations, a lot of different corners of life, I would say. I think it's another way of hiding. It's another way of not letting myself be disappointed and hiding from the emotions of similar emotions to like shame and embarrassment. You know what I mean? Disappointment is in that group of emotions. That was a complete waste. But it is something I'm trying to break. Like, for example, the show I was talking about today, I'm probably going to use it as a reward instead of as a focal point. I'm going to be watching it after I've done all the things that I wanted to do today and relaxing, and it'll probably make me enjoy it even more. Speaking of that show, it also made me think about a cycle I find myself falling into a lot, which is the cycle of constant motivation without action. I'm sounding like a goddamn therapist today. Can we get some swear words and some immatureness to just balance everything else? Some fucks, some shits, some pisses, some I can't say that word. And he knew it. He really wanted me to really really didn't want me to say that word. Anyways, it's I think what happens when you constantly have a lot of like outside motivation and you feel like you should be doing things, your motivation changes, you're motivated to do different things, you are inspiration I think is the better word. You are inspired to do all these different things, but you never end up doing anything because you've never built a system that allows you to follow through on these things. And it's not the fault of the inspiration, or it's not the fault that you keep getting inspired. It's the fault that you keep falling into the same cycle and doing nothing about what the second part of that is, like the issue of the second part. I think watching this show kind of got me into another vat of inspiration. It made me want to try and do different things and this and that, but again, I didn't really do anything differently, at least for the 2 days. And I think that's because inspiration and motivation can only get you so far. And it's also not something you should be relying on. Yo, that's insanely rude. That's insanely that deserves a sip from the cock mug. That deserves a sip from the cock mug. Let's go. I don't know. I've just been thinking a little bit about that because I think a lot of people get the meaning and the purpose of that's insanely rude. What the hell? The meaning and the purpose of inspiration and motivation a little bit wrong because it's not the thing that should drive you. It's the thing that, guys, I'm going to say something really profound that I don't think anybody has ever said in their life before. It's the thing that should inspire you. I realized what I was doing mid sentence and I could not stop myself. Your values, your moral compass, your, I guess, reasoning behind it should be the reason you do it, not the motivation you have for it. Because those things, and I'm gonna be using therapy words here. Those things keep you. I need a mushroom to carry over. I can't. I'm trying to be too fancy, and I cannot be that fancy, and it's kind of driving me wild. It's the things that keep you grounded, and the things that keep you grounded are the things that make for the best follow through. This ain't. I was gonna say this ain't. How did I fuck this up that badly, boys? There we go. Now we're really talking. Now we're really now now I understand why I died the first time. And I think using ooh. I'm gonna go back on expectation. Because expectations also stops you from doing a lot of things, not because you necessarily wait for the perfect moment, but because you think that doing that thing comes with all these expectations and this reality that you need to change and shift, and it doesn't feel like you when really, like, you can do those things just to do them. You can do those things in spite of that. Oh my, oh my goodness, oh my goodness gracious. Chill. You can do those things in spite of it. You can do those things for whatever reason, in whatever way. I am terrified of my ability in this game because one day I'm motherfucking simple flips, and the next day I'm me. Like, I'm working on a video right now, and I have yet to do a video like that for so long because I thought I needed to create this schedule, create this. It needs to be like, when in reality, the reason for me doing the video is because I want to learn the thing that is the main focal point of the video. That's the only reason I'm doing that video. It's an excuse for me to learn what I want to learn. I had all these expectations growing up in my mind, and in reality, I could just do whatever the fuck I wanted. You shouldn't do that, though, because that was like zero dopamine in my system. That was absolutely no dopamine in my system. Another thing, dude. Okay, I was gonna say, it's just waiting for me there. Oh, ghost houses. I have not missed you guys. Actually, these are kind of fun. These are kind of nostalgic. another thing with expectations is these videos. I thought, well, I can't do too many of these videos in a row. I need to do this. I need to space them out. When, bro, I can do. I think the thing you need to understand over anything else is you can do anything you fucking want. Now, that doesn't mean whatever you do isn't going to come with consequences, but it just kind of means you can do anything you fucking want. For whatever reason you want to do it, you can do it. You don't have to follow these rules, these guidelines, all of that bullshit. You can just do whatever you want. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is a goddamn ghost house. There's a secret exit here if I remember. I think there's a cannon, but I'm not really trying to skip out on things. I'm trying to do every world, like a world an episode is kind of the thing that I was, basing this entire series off of. A world, an episode, a yap, an episode. Oh my goodness. Chill. And we drop. And we go. Yep. Never trust anything you see in a ghost house. Oh, this is actually a lot of fun. Mario's gonna shimmy here for a little bit. I don't know why Mario gains weight when he goes into the penguin costume. I really don't. Like, is that some sort of, like, fetish or something? Ooh, hello. Is there a star here? Yeah, baby. Yeah. We taking revenge on our buddy. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna lose my thing. Actually, no. That's just a perfect 1-up. That's a 38 years old 1-up. Guys. I know I've been talking about a lot of serious topics this episode, but I think we should refresh our memories and go back to being degenerates for a little bit, because it's fucking gambling time. It is goddamn gambling time. I'm gonna do the T every time. I don't care what it brings me. I'm gonna do that goddamn T every time because it's what I've been taught. Okay, that means, and I knew that, and you know what? And I knew that, and I fully knew that. But I told you guys I was going to do that T every time. Now I'm gonna stop doing that T every time if there's a goddamn Bowser head in the middle, because I've learned my lesson 4 different times. You know what I haven't learned my lesson 4 times, and I'm trying to learn my lesson for the 4th time, is how to lucid dream. I've been obsessed with lucid dreaming 3 different times in my life. I was very young for most of them, but I think, so believe it or not, guys, where's my phone? Where the fuck is my phone? I have a shitty sleep schedule. I told you guys I woke up like a couple hours ago. I have a pretty shitty sleep schedule. That's AM, by the way, not PM. I have a pretty goddamn shitty sleep schedule. And I think that if I can commit to learning lucid dreaming, because I know I know how to lucid dream at this point. Like, this is, I just know how to lucid dream at this point. I've done enough of the research to know. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to, like, ooh, okay, I'm gonna get okay, I thought I was gonna get squished. I'd probably have to go back and, like, sharpen up a little bit, but for the most part, I know how to lucid dream. It would fix my sleep schedule because it would force me to sleep at a certain time that allows me to be able to lucid dream. And I've always wanted to lucid dream. I'm not gonna lie. It never started out this way, but I was a little bit of a gooner. So, like, the second or third time when I, like, first started to get those gooner, like, thoughts, I was like, damn, I'm gonna lucid dream for that. But now I want to lucid dream because it's really basic. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's really basic. Actually, no, it's not that basic, because I think most people would say they want to lucid dream because they want to fly. I want to lucid dream because I want to jump really high. I've had several dreams with me being able to like have really floaty jumps, and they've been like, dude, I don't know what it is about having like really high and floaty jumps and things like that. It felt so goddamn real. Not only did it feel so real, I was always in a good mood after having those dreams. Like always in a good mood after having those dreams. Um, so I want to be able to do that just like at all times. You know what I mean? I think that sounds kind of fun. If I can learn to floaty jump in my dreams, I think I'll be happy. But I need to be able to have a decent to good sleep schedule to be able to lucid dream. It's really weird, but I think out of everything, I need to have a consistent sleep schedule. Where are you? You're right here, right? No. Wow. No. I feel like I remember a hidden power up being there, but I just don't know where the hell it is. But it's fine. I don't need a hidden power up to beat this guy. He's just on his ball. That was actually kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's on his small ball too this time. It's not a big ball. Hold on. I'm trying to be cool, but it's not letting me like wall jump and shit. It's kind of weird. There we go. That was almost terrifying because I feel like at one point I have done that where I've killed him and then killed myself. So, we're doing great so far. World 3 is an interesting world. World 3 to me feels a lot longer than the other worlds, even though it's probably the same amount of levels. Guys, what's behind the fog? Guys, what's behind the fog? Guys, what's behind the fog? What's behind the fog? Well, we're gonna have to find out for the next episode. Yes, I'm doing this to you guys. Bye.